Hello, my name is Brian Newby, an attorney here in Fort Worth, Texas. I help fellow Texans get the best representation they need, whether it be the courtroom, the boardroom, or a nonprofit. I'm here to serve fellow Texans in my role as an attorney. I am also a Texas National Guardsman, where once a month I put on my uniform and get the opportunity to represent my state and my nation. I am the Guard. Tracing its lineage back to the Battle of the Alamo, the Texas National Guard has always answered the call. Texas Guardsmen were there at the Rapido River and Anzio beachhead battles in World War II, and in recent conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. And back here in Texas, on the southwest border, we continue to answer the call. All this speaks to the dual mission the Texas National Guard has, to protect the citizens of our state when called upon by our governor, and to join federal troops to protect our nation when called by the President. With over 23,000 citizen airmen and soldiers, Texas has the largest National Guard in the nation. Since 2003, Texas National Guardsmen have served fellow Texans with more than 370,000 man days in support of civil authorities during emergencies. We have answered the call in the face of wildfires, floods, hurricanes, and other natural disasters. Overseas, more than 29,000 Texas Guardsmen have stood their watch in Iraq and Afghanistan, and in numerous other locations across the globe in defense of our nation. Additionally, we support programs that benefit our local communities, such as Operation Lone Star, a 2-week mass casualty exercise for our troops, which in turn provides health care to many South Texans, and the Youth Challenge program that provides at-risk youth a chance to pull their lives back from the brink. With Texans just like me, the Texas National Guard is made up of your friends, neighbors, teachers, bosses, police officers, doctors, and bankers. We live on your street and in your community. We shop where you shop, and our children go to school with yours. We serve and train at facilities in your communities. From El Paso to Pampa, West Laco to Tyler, these facilities serve as centers in your community, providing both social use and a shelter in times of need. I am the Guard. Let me introduce you to fellow Guardsmen, Texans just like you and me.
Right, left, double time! Double time! Mark!
Hey you! Hey you! How you feel? Feeling good, feeling good.
I am Renee Davis. I am a cadet at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. I am a senior nursing student, and I'm in the Texas National Guard. There are many reasons that I joined the Texas National Guard. One of them being that it developed me and changed me as a person and has actually turned me into a better leader. And they've also financially supported me, and I would not be able to be where I am today if it wasn't for the National Guard. I'm originally from Sugar Land, Texas. I grew up playing soccer most of my life. I actually never thought I would join the armed forces. One of my friends was in the National Guard, and she gave me a bunch of information about it and told me how much she liked it and how much it's helped her, and said, you know, this would be really helpful. This would change me as a person. This would develop me into a different person that would be better. And now I'm in nursing school, my senior year. I really enjoy the fact and the idea that whenever I do commission as a second lieutenant from after nursing school, that I can actually stay in Texas where my family is and be in the National Guard. I get to serve my country, but I can still be here and live where I want to live with my family. I have come a long way in the past 3 years. I have accomplished so much. I have grown as a person and gained a lot of knowledge and had a lot of experience, and I'm looking forward to the future and what it has to bring.
Tonight, we invite you to join in singing God Bless America with Master Sergeant Erica Stevens of the Texas Air National Guard.
God bless America, My name is Master Sergeant Erica Stevens. I'm a vocalist with the 531st Air Force Band of the Texas Air National Guard. I am also an elementary music teacher for Dallas Independent School District. I was born in a little town in the Panhandle called Muleshoe, Texas, that no one's ever heard of. I graduated from Abilene Christian University. I came to teaching later in life. I actually was able to use the Troops to Teachers benefit to get my training and to become a teacher. I love it. It's a great career. It works very well with the military. It meshes very well, and I also try to pass on a lot of the characteristics and the principles that I learned from the military to my students and to inspire them. My schools have always been extremely supportive of my military career, my career in the Texas Air Guard, and I've been asked several times to be a part of career day at school, to wear my uniform and talk about the military to my students. And so I enjoy doing that. I enjoy taking pictures with the students and showing them some of the things I deployed with my helmet, my canteen. They love looking at those things. In 2007, I had the chance to deploy with the Texas Air National Guard in support of the war on terror. People serving long tours overseas in the war, they get homesick. So they began sending bands to the war front to boost the morale of the troops that were serving long tours. And we went, we played popular music off the radio, music that the troops would recognize, and we got to travel around to several war fronts, meet a lot of people. I got to hear a lot of stories of things that happened, and they were always so appreciative of the music that we played, especially when we went in the hospitals and played for the nurses and the doctors and brought a little bright spot to their otherwise long days. I think it's a tremendous honor to be able to bring people just that little bit of patriotism and that little bit of remembrance, of pride of what America stands for, and to be able to represent the Texas Air Guard and the military to the public.
Hi, my name is Jason Lopez. I'm a non-commissioned officer in the Texas State Guard here in Austin, Texas. I ensure that our soldiers are provided the equipment necessary to fulfill their tasks. It could be anything from a natural disaster. We could provide radio equipment, electronics, down to sleeping bags and cots. Well, I was born in Austin, raised in Pflugerville. I come from, the all-American family. Growing up, in the Boy Scouts and having a father that was in the military, you want to do something that impacts other people's lives. Wanting to become a police officer, I always thought that it was something that was out of my reach. So the state tuition assistance reimbursement program basically opened up doors that were otherwise closed. It allowed me to pay for my college through ACC, got my degree, my associate's degree, and applied that towards the peace officer's license. And I like being able to go into work and feel like I'm making a difference with people's lives. Essentially, we're the ones that when people are in trouble, they need help with something, they come to us. It gives me that sense of accomplishment I've always wanted, knowing that I did something to impact somebody else's life, whether directly or indirectly. Being a soldier in the Texas State Guard, the skills that I learned there, I get to apply them into law enforcement to become a better professional. And it's skills that I feel that not every law enforcement officer has been exposed to the military. So I'm grateful for the doors the Texas State Guard has opened for me and allowed me to continue and further my abilities in my military career, my law enforcement career. And I'm hopeful and looking forward to the future and what both occupations provide.
The Texas National Guard represents the best our state has to offer. Diverse, motivated, talented, and courageous, the soldiers and airmen of the Guard stand ready when called, whether in our state or across the globe. Your friends and neighbors are answering the call. Continue to stand with your Guardsmen as they continue to stand with Texas and our nation.